Indiana in the morning, always presented by First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first. Good morning to you. Glad that you're with us here this morning. So Jessica Clark is with us from the C.A.R.E Center of Indiana. And they have a very special program every April, and it's coming up on Friday. How about that? And you can be a part of it. Our visit presented by Marcus & Mack, voted Best Law Firm and Best Personal Injury Lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. Good morning.
Good morning, Todd.
It's good to have you back with
Thank
us
you.
here in the studio as we talk about something that the pinwheel ceremony,
Yes.
it not only dresses the place up, it has a very special meaning too, doesn't it?
Yeah, we in Indiana County, we're very fortunate to have the support from the county commissioners every April. April is Child Abuse Awareness Month. And we take this opportunity to sort of put out the word about our services, what we do at the C.A.R.E Center, how we support at-risk and abused kids. And this pinwheel campaign that we do every year, what we love about this pinwheel campaign is that the pinwheel symbolizes hope for these kids that we serve, because it's not all doom and gloom. If we can get these kids and get them into services and help them, they can go on to live happy, healthy, productive lives.
Yeah.
And the pinwheel is sort of that symbol of that, of the kids having a happy childhood.
And April is Child Abuse Prevention Month.
Correct.
And certainly we're very much in favor of helping out abused children, obviously. It's also Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and so, there's a little double meaning behind it. But folks can be a part of this ceremony come Friday, can't they?
Absolutely. It'll be this Friday, April 4th, at the Indiana County Courthouse. We're going to be right out front, and it'll probably be raining or snowing, because that's usually what happens.
I'm looking at the forecast, cloudy and 64.
Yep, every year. But what's great about this ceremony is that no matter what the weather is, our partners still come out and support it. We're going to have the district attorney, Bob Manzi, there. We're going to have our board president, Matt Simon, there. And we're going to be giving a couple of speeches, and we're going to be planting our pinwheels. And it's just a moment to recognize the kids and the staff and the services. And we're going to have pinwheel cookies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What is a pinwheel cookie?
It's a sugar cookie that looks like a pinwheel. Thanks to Allison Jacobs, one of our forensic interviewers. She does an amazing job, and so we just like to pass them out to people as a thank you for coming.
Very good. Very good. So you're planting a garden come Friday.
Absolutely, and it's beautiful. It's going to be up for the whole month of April. It is our only fundraiser throughout the year. People can still buy their pinwheels. We sell them online on our website. That's www.carecenterofIndianaCountyCO.org. And they're available throughout the whole month of April.
Yeah, and the individuals can do it, companies or
Absolutely.
organizations can do it?
Yes, we have sponsorships. We have a silver level and we have a gold level sponsorship that go up on the sign, and their logo will be in front of the courthouse for the whole month. And we're very grateful because we really don't have to do much. Our sponsors pretty much come back every year because they believe in the cause and what we're doing.
Yeah, it'd be wonderful if more would jump on board.
Absolutely. And we have some new ones this year.
Yeah.
So we're grateful for that. But it's a great fundraiser. It's a great ceremony, but it's a great awareness campaign, because what I like about it is that, we focus on what goes right for these kids, because a lot of times when you're talking about at-risk kids or, kids who have been abused, people are a little bit uncomfortable with the topic. And so we want to make it easier for people to understand that it doesn't have to be a whole negative thing, that there is a positive other side to it. And we work closely with our partners here in Indiana County to get these kids in the services that they need so that they can have a happy life.
Well, let's expand a little bit more on what C.A.R.E Center is.
Yeah, absolutely. We are an umbrella agency, and that means that we have a lot of different programs under one roof. We work mainly with Indiana County Children and Youth Services, and we work with the Indiana County court system as well. So a lot of our, actually almost all of our families are referred to us. And a lot of our families are, have been identified as being at risk. So we have a bunch of different programs that address that. We have family preservation services where we help them with parenting, supervised visitation where we provide a safe, neutral place for kids to visit with their parents. If their parents, are in need of that at the moment, if they, for whatever reason, don't have custody of their kids. We do nurturing parenting group free to the community. Anybody who has a kid can take that at our facility. And we also do forensic interviews on children when there are allegations of physical or sexual abuse. We work closely with the district attorney's office, Children and Youth Services, law enforcement, Alice Paul House, and the Community Guidance Center, and especially IRMC. Our same nurse, Abby Kaler, does all of our forensic medical exams on these kids. And we do this for free to every family that is in need of it, that is referred to us for these forensic interviews. These interviews are recorded, and they're used as evidence throughout the whole investigation for CYS and law enforcement.
Yeah, and that's where CARE Center first came to my attention, was in regard to the forensic interviews. Because to me, I'd never heard of a service such as that, which offered the opportunity for a child's story to get out there as evidence in a trial, and for them not to have to repeat it over and over and over again, because every time they have to repeatedly tell their story, they go through that trauma all over again.
Absolutely. So Indiana County is fairly progressive. We've had a children's advocacy center. This is where we do the forensic interviews at the CARE Center. We've had one here since 2006. It was one of 3 in Western Pennsylvania. And basically, previous to these children advocacy centers, when there were allegations of abuse, kids would have to go to each individual agency and retell their story. This re-traumatized the child, the family. The prosecution rates weren't very good. Law enforcement and CYS had a hard time with their investigations because you're absolutely right. The story would change. So they took the system and they flipped it. And now all of the parties involved in the investigation come to the CARE Center, and we do the forensic interview. And what's special about what we do is we offer it in a neutral, safe, supportive environment for the child. Okay, so that means that it almost reminds you of a pediatrician's office, the way that it looks. And we have the child talk to a highly trained forensic interviewer. That is recorded and that is used as evidence in the case. And while they're at our center, the family is getting the services that they need. They're getting enrolled in Alice Paul House, Community Guidance Center. They get the opportunity to get a medical done. And this is all free to the family. And we work closely with the district attorney's office to make sure that we're doing these forensic interviews and following our protocols so that they can be used in court.
Yeah. And that's so important, especially with a child. Details are hard for them to focus in upon, especially when they've experienced something traumatic, which when they come to you, they have.
Absolutely.
So to get something that they only have to go through once, and they go through not only the fact that they go through it once, but they go through it in a way that is as absolutely sensitive to them as it possibly can be. That's really important to them.
Yeah, and I would say that our forensic interviewers are excellent at talking to the kids, making them feel safe. It has to be done in a non-leading manner. We can't put any words in their mouth. But it's also important to us that they understand that they're not in trouble, they haven't done anything wrong, that we want them there and we believe them. That's the other part of it is that we're there to listen to them. I've seen a lot of good results from it. The kids, I think when they come in, they're a little unsure of everything, but by the time they leave, I think that there's a sense of relief. Yeah.
All right. So the ceremony coming up on Friday at the Indiana County Courthouse, right outside the courthouse.
12 o'clock.
Somebody wants to jump on board with this and get themselves a pinwheel. What do they need to do?
They can go on to our website, www.carecenterofIndianaCountyCO.org, or they can come to the pinwheel ceremony and buy a pinwheel, or they can stop in our office and buy a pinwheel as well.
Yeah, those will all be on the front lawn of the courthouse for the entire month of April.
Yes. And I hope everybody takes notice, because it's not just about, it's not just a fundraiser, but it's also awareness.
Yeah.
We want to signify that these kids, we care, that they're here in our community, that we see kids from every school district in Indiana County, and that these kids are your neighbors, they're your kids' friends. They exist because I think a lot of times people think that child abuse happens to somebody else or it's somebody else's problem. But I promise you, everybody knows a kid that something has happened to.
Yeah. All right. And if you can't take part in the ceremony on Friday, if you can't be there, you can still get yourself a pinwheel. And even if you don't get a pinwheel, you can still support the C.A.R.E Center.
Absolutely. And all the money that we raise goes to kids in Indiana County.
Yeah. Excellent. Jess, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you, Todd. I appreciate it.
You said you only do this once a year. We get you in more than once a year, don't we?
I try. I'll be back.
You were here recently, weren't you?
Last week, yeah. I tried to come on. Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Thank you,
so much.
Todd. I appreciate it.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. 23 minutes after 9 o'clock on your Monday morning. Want to get our Money Matters report in? Here's Monica Nelson.